Good morning students, how are you all? Hope you all are fine students. I am also fine. Okay, welcome back to our lesson 3, the books of primary. Here we have studied about first the source documents. Then in the next class we have studied about the double entry system. Okay, how we enter. That is the basic. Okay, double entry system. There are two aspects for each and every financial transaction. Okay, one will be debited, other will be credited. There will be an equal and corresponding credit will be there for every debit transaction. Debit aspect, debit account. Okay, at least two accounts will be affected. If one is debit, at least minimum one account must be debited and one account must be credited. Okay. So now we need to learn about the transaction. What is the meaning of transaction? That means all the business activities are called the transactions. Then we have learned already only financial transactions will be recorded in the accounts. Okay, only business transactions that we can say are financial transaction. That means this transaction they involve that what monetary transaction we say no, so it involves money or money's worth. Okay, money's worth. When money means cash, we can say money's worth. That means we purchase goods, many things. Okay, maybe goods or things, everything together we can say. Or we may get some service for some money. Okay, or we get some ideas or suggestions or the opinions. Okay, we get some ideas or knowledge because you pay the fees to get knowledge, that here it will come. Okay, but this is not a business transaction. Okay, but business transactions they involve money or money's worth. Okay, so that transaction will take place between two people, isn't it? So either if we purchase something, we get the things and we pay money. There will be two people. Okay, that involvement of two people also will be there, and two things will be transacted. So here this transaction is classified into cash transaction and credit transaction. Okay, cash and credit transactions. Here we can say cash along with the bank transaction. Okay, will come under this first one. The second one will be credit transactions. What is the difference between cash transaction and the credit transaction? In the cash transaction, the payment takes place immediately, or receipt of cash, either payment or receipt of cash at the time of the transaction. Okay, or that bank, if we receive a check, that we can say as a bank transaction. So the payment takes place immediately at the time of the transaction, then we call it as the cash transaction. Okay, so here, but what is the meaning of credit transaction? The opposite of this one. When cash involvement, cash payment or receipt may not take place at the same time, but it will take place at a future date, that we will learn later. But now we will see one example of cash transaction. For example, cash sales rupees 10,000. What is the meaning? We are selling cash. So consider our business selling cash. That's a cash sales given. So for the business, cash is coming inside and goods are going outside. That we goods means that it is an income we say. So that income will be credited. Cash is coming inside. Okay. So cash account debtor to sales account. So this is cash transaction. We receive cash immediately. Okay. Now we should learn something about the bank transactions. Many bank transaction takes place. For example, we open bank account and every time we may deposit money. Then what is the opposite? Either we will deposit or we may withdraw money from the bank. Okay, all these are the bank transactions, withdrawal of money or deposit of money into the bank. Then the bank will collect some of the income from our that means on the standing instruction of the business. Okay, the bank will collect some income that we might have given some instruction to collect. For example, the rent will be paid. Okay, the rent the bank will collect. Okay, it will be paid to the bank. So some of our interest on investment, anything may be collected by the bank. So that one. Then what is the opposite of this one? The bank may pay any expenditure. For example, electricity charges or any insurance premium that may be paid by the bank as per our standing instruction. Because the bank is functioning for the convenience, for doing some service for their customers. So if the customers ask the bank to collect some of pay some of the expenditure, that it will pay from the account of that customer. Okay. So all these are the bank transaction. Or we may pay our customers may deposit money in the cash deposit machine. Okay, here it is an income. Okay, that our customers may deposit the money into our bank through this cash deposit machine. Or the bank will give some interest. It will credit some interest on our deposit. Okay, so interest will be credited here. And what is the opposite of this one? Sometime interest will be debited. This one for the bank overdraft. Okay, if we have that, because B means now you should understand that it is the business. Okay, the business people, the business organization, they are allowed to open current account. Normally, we will open savings bank account. Ordinary people, we open savings bank account, but the business organizations, they will open a separate account, current account, because every day they will withdraw money, deposit money. Okay, so every day there will be transactions. Okay, so for this current account, they give a special facility. Okay, a peculiar facility is given to this current account holders or the business people. Okay, for the business people, they have given one facility. What is that? That is called bank overdraft facility. What is the meaning of this bank overdraft? So we are allowed, for example, if we have savings bank account, we are allowed to withdraw money as per the limit that we have in our bank account. If we have, for example, 20,000 in our bank account, and we are allowed to withdraw money around 18,000 or 19,000, even 20,000 they may not give us fully. Okay, but this current account holders are allowed to withdraw money more than their limit. Even if they have 20,000, they are allowed to withdraw money for more, even for 25,000. There will be a limit also. Okay, there will be given, but for that one they will charge interest. Okay, for the amount that they have withdrawn more than what is available in their account. Okay. So for that, the bank will debit the interest. If we have more credit balance, then the bank will provide us interest. Okay, then we may make many payments through now the modern system. Okay, through debit card. Okay, debit card, credit card. Okay, debit card, we know that, with that ATM machine we go and withdraw money. That one, debit card, credit card. Then net banking, then NEFT, National Electronic Fund Transfer. Then RTGS, Real Time Gross Settlement. Okay, so here this real time, I will explain this. On debit card, you know, isn't it, that our savings bank account holders will be got. Okay, here credit card, maybe the employees will be given. Here also they have the facility to withdraw more money than what is available in the bank account. But in the debit card, we are allowed to withdraw money as per some restriction. Okay, not full amount is allowed to be withdrawn. We can withdraw little less than what is available in our account. The net banking, you know, the online banking settlement. Okay, we transfer money for someone else. Okay, that one normal that banking. Okay, net banking. Then here, National Electronic Fund Transfer. This one is done by that means the bank only. The bank only will. These two are to transfer fund. Okay, fund can be transferred. About this NEFT, you should know. So, from one bank to another, they will transfer the fund. Okay, if we go to transfer, that means it will do its function even for 24 hours. Okay, but here they have minimum 1 lakh we have to transfer. If we need to transfer 1 lakh, only then we can use this NEFT. But this RTGS, this is also real-time gross transfer. But here this one, we can transfer. Here also we are using this one also for transferring money. But the minimum amount should be 2 lakhs. If we need to transfer minimum 2 lakh and more than any amount. But all these net banking and all, we can transfer even 10,000, 5,000. Okay, that is up to us. This is what we use. Maybe the business people or the bank. It is usually this RTGS. It is done by the central bank. What is our central bank? The Reserve Bank of India. Okay, they only will often transfer this large amount, isn't it? Minimum of 2 lakh. And there is no maximum limit for them. Okay, even for 1 crore. Okay, that it will transfer from one bank to another bank. They transfer, no, for that. All these information I have told you just for your information sake. Okay, no need to learn this one. Okay, but through this one also we make payment. All these will come under bank transactions. Okay, so you know about the debit card, credit card now. Okay, now these two I have explained to you. Then we may make payment by check, the ordinary one. Okay, or we may receive also check. We will receive and we will deposit that check into the bank. That is also bank transaction. Okay, so all these are the bank transactions. This one will be useful for you to learn the bank reconciliation statement, the 8th lesson. Okay, there you will learn more about this bank transactions. Okay, students. Now we will learn about the credit transactions. Credit transactions. What are the credit transactions? The settlement is not done immediately, okay, but it will be done on a future date. That is called credit transaction. Okay, it is not made by cash or cash, but it will be settled in future. Okay, that is called credit transaction. For example, we will get that transaction. We sold goods to Ramesh for rupees 5,000. Here cash is not given, okay, or it will be given clearly on credit. Then we can conclude this is the credit transaction, okay. But here you see cash is not given. In for cash is not given, okay, there cash sales is given, here sold goods to Ramesh. So here the two accounts involved are, the one is Ramesh, the other one sales. Sold goods means we should write sales. Sales is an income, we should credit. The receiver is Ramesh, okay. Here cash is not involved, so this is not a cash transaction, so we can conclude this is a credit transaction, okay. I think this transaction is enough for you. Then we will learn in the next class, that is another one big heading, account, okay. Their account, some of the ones that are two approaches available. One approach is omitted portion, the other one I will teach you, okay. That means the accounting equation approach is omitted, the traditional approach is there for you, so I will teach for you that one. That time I will explain the accounts, meaning of account, okay. So you should read this one fully. I will send you the pages, ebook page, okay. So 2 pages only, better you read this one, okay students. Thank you very much.